this is Timur again, continuing to talk about what's new and different in the world of scales. And with this video, we wanted to cover some things that we've observed as being newly important. They seem to have started to rise to the top in 2020 in particular. And they really come in two categories. The first one we think is very much a product of the environment, and that is behaviors that I might characterize under presentation skills, questioning skills, listening skills, and communication in general. And this, we think, has a lot to do with the current virtual environment and of needing to do video calls with clients and prospects. Now, video has some advantages if you already know the person. It's a very focused medium. You can dispense with some of the social niceties. You can get straight to the point. But it's much harder with people you don't already know. And in talking to high performers, what we found is that they leverage this focus of video. And so when they go into a call with a prospect, they're far more likely to ask questions. And then crucially, they make sure to stop to wait for an answer. And then at the end, they're more directive about next steps and what should happen next. They basically are much more forthright about taking control of the situation. It's almost as if, having realized that you're not in a room where you can have a loose, casual discussion, you might as well make the most of it and have a slightly more directive, focused one, focused on what both sides want to accomplish. The other set of behaviors that we've seen really rise to the top, but I think is a much more systematic change, is actually around the importance of product and industry knowledge. 10 years ago, we would have advised companies to go easy on product training, that a seller's time was really better spent elsewhere, and that you might be able to get away with asking a specialist or an expert to join different calls. For different reasons, however, we think this has become less and less sufficient. And I think that has a lot to do with both products and the buying experience having become more complex. In terms of the buying experience, whenever we ask about the number of stakeholders involved, we find that the number of stakeholders is increased and the requirements is only increased. So right there's a lot of extra complexity. But then, when I look at what people are selling, you also see a lot of extra complexity. Software, to coin a phrase, really has eaten everything, and it would be rare that you are literally selling boxes these days that don't come with some kind of service, a dashboard, an evaluation, whatever it might be. And in this environment, we think it is incumbent on sellers to demonstrate a superior understanding of what they can do for a customer. They can no longer rely on just being able to call in an expert. The diagnosis alone takes more skill. And so we think that the demands on the sellers in terms of product knowledge have also increased.